Salt Papi.
Okay, gentlemen, you have been or draws in dressing room. I don't want to see any rabbit punches. Protect yourself at all times. Touch goes back to Collins. Good luck.
Andrei Shevelov, third man in for this catchweight co-main event, KSI. Finally, we get a serving of Salt Papi and King Kenny.
I mean, I know Kenny is very, very, very confident. I don't think I've ever seen him as confident as he is tonight. I mean, we might see a demolition of Salt Papi here.
Wow.
Southpaw and Orthodox, 6 rounds to do the business here tonight, Riley, in the co-main.
Good clean jab to the body, kicking it off for King Kenny there.
Aside the action, Benjamin Davis here with Riley Osborne, KSI, and the man, Mams Taylor. Beautiful shot downstairs for Papi.
I feel like Papi's moving a lot faster than he normally does. He's got a little spring to his step.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds you of his old self.
Right, and he
with
might,
the counters.
He might need exactly that to overcome the obstacle of King Kenny.
Can he keep it up for 6 rounds is the question, though. King Kenny's shown great cardio his whole career.
In the losses that King Kenny has had, Riley, what was the biggest thing working against him, in your opinion?
Well, he's had trouble in the clinch. He's had trouble in tight with his strikes. And he also has just had trouble letting the fights get away from him. But, of course, having really tough competition. That's the biggest thing. He's always taken the toughest competition he could find, as you're seeing right now against Salt Papi.
KSI, you talked about the body work when you're facing a southpaw kick. Salt Papi connects with the left.
Big shots from both of them.
2 minutes left in round number 1.
Oh, my.
Mams, you can see that Salt Papi is looking to lean into that left.
He is. He's come to finish this fight, let me tell you. We are witnessing Salt Papi versus King Kenny right now. Unbelievable.
Shevelov with the separation, 90 seconds to go. Riley, inside the clinching. It looks like King Kenny's improving.
Salt Papi crashing forward, King Kenny.
Oh, bad judo.
Salt Papi's last opponent crashed forward, was never giving him any space. King Kenny's giving him a little bit of space, and Salt Papi's doing well to take advantage of it.
1 minute remains. Salt Papi swings and misses on that one.
I mean, right now it's just a battle of the feet. Who can get outside to get the shot off?
KSI, when you think about the body work that King Kenny's doing, he's investing with that jab downstairs.
Well, I feel like a lot of fighters forget that the body is there. They always headhunt. And, bro, it's easy to move your head. It's hard to move your body. So it's good to always, you know, put money in the bank with the body shots, and then, you know, in the later rounds, it pays dividends.
30 seconds remain in round 1. King Kenny wanting to impose his will. Super Salt Papi dancing and gliding around.
Oh, clash of heads as well. Got to be careful there.
I mean, Salt is definitely trying to rush in a bit more to try and push the pace. King Kenny's so long, bro.
And he's using his range with that jab pretty well, making it hard for Papi to come in, which he needs to.
Co-main event delivering so far through the first frame. Kenny, Salt Papi find themselves advancing to the second.
And make sure that foot is on the outside.
Some more feints and activity immediately in round 2 from Kenny. Art of misdirection on display, Riley.
Both these fighters trying to figure it out, but Kenny not doing a good job at getting that lead foot on the outside.
Oh, Kenny's trying to put on the pressure.
Bakit ba ako laging pagod?
Papi has come up against these stronger foes in the past. Bruckner, a physical, absolute specimen, and he was floored in such short time, right?
Well, I mean, all he did was just time the shots, and I feel like that's just what Salt Papi needs to do right now. You know, a couple more feints, you know, make Kenny guess when you're going to come in, and then just track him with it.
Kenny is ducking to the right side, and Salt Papi is starting to time it. He's realizing where his head is going to be.
90 seconds to go in round number 2. Mams Taylor, in between the ears is where most fights are won. King Kenny at times has displayed a lack of that fighting spirit sometimes.
He has. I mean, they're still... Oh, I think Papi is definitely the aggressor. He's looking to finish this. Kenny's still very technical. some nice little flurries in their exchanges as well.
I mean, this is just me, you know, like, as a fighter, I feel like I've already clocked how to beat Kenny.
How?
The way to do it is you just got blitz in. I feel like AT did something similar. He kind of has a position where he leaves his head quite open, especially when you just rush in, and he always leans to the right. So if you just rush in with an uppercut, oh my gosh, you know, switch stance over and just come through with an uppercut, bro. You could do some damage to Kenny.
KSI, you've been saying it all night as well. If he just targeted the body, it looks like it'd be there for him.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, yeah, Papi just needs to throw a few more jabs just to draw out a jab from Kenny. Use that to get a slip off and then come with a hook.
Kenny testing and probing with the lead hand. Final 15 seconds. Papi, I'd say, gradually finding himself more and more in this fight.
Yeah, I mean, the movement is good from Papi, but he's just got to make Kenny pay, man. He's not making him pay enough, and you know, right now Kenny just has the center of the ring, and he's just taking control of this fight.
Collision from both in the final moments of round 2. Shevelov with the separation, but Papi, despite having slipped several times in the judo of King Kenny, I'd say is winning these exchanges.
Hard, stern warning there with the referee saying, do not hold and strike.
We've seen points be taken earlier tonight. Mams Taylor, do you think that is weighing on these fighters' minds?
I'm not sure. I don't think, at this point, I don't think Salt or Kenny are thinking about any of the previous fights of tonight. But they're ultra focused. They've got to loosen up a little bit and develop their game plan with a little more effect. Especially Kenny, I think, needs a little. He's done well in moments, but I feel like what is his pathway to victory? I can't see that right now. Salt is trying to end King Kenny.
I'll tell you what, the way to beat Papi, when he rushes in, step back, come through with the right hand over it.
Yeah.
We've got some amazing action coming on December 21st. It is the second installment of Usyk versus Fury. Belts on the line, glory and gold to be obtained 4 days before Christmas. Season's beatings on DAZN. Happy Thanksgiving around the United States. Round 3, Kenny and Papi.
Second round, another close round. Hitting the halfway mark after this round.
I feel like I need to see more left hooks from Kenny. You know, he's fighting the southpaw fire, man. It's the basics.
Maybe even more activity overall, Riley.
Absolutely, and more volume. He needs to be landing in combinations.
Taas man imong adlaw, kaya ra na. Kauban nimo ang kalami sa Skyflix.
The legs are gone.
That's it. Super Papi stops King Kenny in round 3. What